Assalamu alaikum. Guys, today I'm going to talk about the IELTS format. First of all, we'll have to understand that IELTS is an abbreviation of International English Language Testing System. There are the four skills for the preparation of the IELTS. We have to learn the four skills. What are the four skills? The first one is the listening, the second one is the speaking, the third one is the reading, and the number four is the writing. Now we will talk about both the type of the IELTS, that is academic test as well as the general test. So we start the complete format. First of all, we talk about the listening. For your information, for the listening, the number of sections would be 4, and the questions which are related with these 4 sections, they are about 40 minutes would be 40 questions would be related with this skill. And these are the different type of the questions, that they may be MCQs, they may be fill in the blanks, they may be true false, etc. Now the total time which you are supposed to give for this test, that time is about 30 minutes. In the 30 minutes you will have to complete this test, and you will complete the 40 questions related to the listening skill. Now we talk about the speaking. In the speaking, we can say there are the 3 parts. The first is the part 1, part 2, and part 3. In the first part, that would be introduction. There would be introduction. About 4 to 5 questions would be asked about your maybe the question would be related about your qualification, about your future planning, about your hometown, about your studies, etc. Now after the completion of the first introduction part, after the completion of the questioning and answer of the related to introduction, the part 2 would be started, and in the part 2 you would be given the cue card. Cue card mean topic. On that topic you are supposed to speak on that topic at least for 1 to 2 minutes, and at least for 1 to 2 minutes when you will speak on this topic, then the topic part 2 would be over, and after that part 3 would be going to start, and that is there would be the different questions, and those questions would be related with the cue card. In other words, those questions would be related with the topic, and in this way about 17 to 20 minutes would be used for your speaking test, and in this way you will complete part 1, part 2, and part 3. And for your information, how that test would be conducted, actually there would be a table and the examiner would be sitting in front of you, and on the other side you would be sitting, and he will ask the different questions, and you will give the answers of the different questions, right? That is a complete information of your speaking test. Now we talk about the reading. And if you are talking about the IELTS academic test, then we will say that number of passage would be 3, and for just to complete the one passage, that would be just like the comprehension like, and there would be the passage, and you will read that passage with complete your understanding, and after that you will give the answers. You will solve the different MCQs which would be related to this passage, and this process of one passage would be completed in only 20 minutes. And in this way we can say that in academic test there would be the 3 passage, and one passage would be completed in only 20 minutes. Just you have only 20 minutes to complete this passage, and the total test time would be 20 plus 20 plus 20, then that would be 60 minutes. And if you talk about the IELTS GT test, journal test, then we don't say the passage, we say the sections. That there would be the 3 sections in your reading test, and one section would be completed in only 20 minutes. Just you have only 20 minutes to complete this section, and the next thing is that just only 20 plus 20 plus 20, it means that you are supposed to complete the 3 section, and the time given for this test would be only 60 minutes. You are bound to complete this test in only 60 minutes. And then now we talk about the writing. You may say there would be the 2 tasks in your writing. The one task can be called the short task, and the second task can be called the long task. Why we say that is a short, and why we say that is a long? Actually, when we talk about the short task, you are supposed to write at least 150 words. on the short task, and the time which you should spare for this task, that should be 20 minutes. And next we talk about the long task. At least 2 hours you are supposed to write on this long task at least the word 250 words, and in for this task you will have to spare the time 40 minutes, and in this way you will complete your short task in 20 minutes, and then you will complete your long task in 40 minutes. In this way you will complete your total test, that 20 plus 40 is equal to 60 minutes. Students, I would like to repeat this. In the listening, there would number of section would be 4, number of question would be 40, and these questions, and the maximum approximately time would be used 30 minutes for this test. We talk about the speaking. In the first part there would be introduction, then in part 2 there would be cue card, then in other words you can say that is a topic, and on that topic you are supposed to complete to speak at least for 1 to 2 minutes. Then there would be the part 3, and in the part 3 the question would be the different questions. There would be different questions, and those questions would be related with your topic. In the third, the reading. In the academic test, the number of passage would be 3. And the time for one passage would be 20 minutes, and total test time would be 20 plus 20 plus 20 is equal to 60 minutes. And then we talk about the IELTS general test, GT test, and there would be the sections, and the number of section would be 3, and you are supposed to complete one section in only 20 minutes. And in the same way, the total test time for this section would be 20 plus 20 plus 20 is equal to 60 minutes. And we talk about the writing. There would be the 2 tasks, short and long. For the short task, you are supposed to write at least 150 words, and 20 minutes would be spare for this time. And the next one is, that is a long task, and at least you are supposed to use 250 words. You are supposed to write at least 250 words in only 40 minutes. The total test time which would be given to you for the completion of your test, that would be 60 minutes. Students, that is a complete information about the IELTS. You are most welcome. If you are interested to watch the next informative videos about the IELTS, about the grammar, so please then don't forget to join my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.